Hello, I'm doing a movie review of the recent movie Rings, which I saw last night. Saw an early screening because I worked during the weekend, so I wouldn't be able to see it until Tuesday if I didn't watch it last night. It is the third sequel to the Ring, which came out in 2002, which was a remake of the 1998 movie Ringu, which was directed by Hideo Nakata, who also directed The Ring 2, which I was kind of disappointed in because he directed it. I mean, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. And of course, it may not have been all his fault, because I know how studios kind of interfere sometimes. But this new one, I didn't have high expectations for it because I didn't think the trailer was that impressive. It looked kind of interesting, but it wasn't that impressive. And there were no reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, so which kind of made me suspicious that they didn't do a screening so they wouldn't get bad reviews. But it was actually much better than I thought it'd be. It was actually a fresh take on the ring tale, and like it doesn't really copy the first one. It does take it to a different direction, and a lot of that involves the co-star Johnny Galecki, which you know from who played Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. He played the college professor in this movie too, so he's almost like a darker version of Leonard. And he gives a pretty good he plays a pivotal role in the movie too, and it's actually not yours. Yeah, he's a college professor, but it kind of becomes more clever when you watch it more because he's not the bad guy, but he's not really a good guy either. But yeah, he's got probably the most interesting role in the movie. The acting's not good. The actors are pretty good too. Matilda Lutz is, well, I wouldn't say it wasn't a standout performance for her, but she did what she had to do and she did it well. I'll give her that. And probably the best acting has to go to either Galecki or Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays this caretaker of a cemetery. I have mixed feelings about Vincent D'Onofrio. I like him in some roles, and I don't like him in others. Like in the Law and Order Criminal Intent series, I thought he came off a little hammy at times, but I liked him in the Daredevil series. I think there are times where he kind of overdoes it or hams it up, and I think that works sometimes, and it doesn't work the other times. And but he was good in this movie. And of course, my two biggest problems with the movie is, of course, there's a few scenes that like where it didn't seem like it made a whole lot of sense. So that people react the way they do to certain scenes, but I'm not gonna give much away. But if you've seen the original, you kind of feel like what's going to happen, though, because even though it takes it at a different angle, it has a similar style to the first one, so you can kind of sense what's going to happen towards the end. The more the movie goes, because the style kind of resembles the first one more. I mean, it doesn't really follow the first one exactly, but it does kind of. It's close enough that it feels almost like they're remaking a little bit towards the end, but that's one of my major grips. Also, if you've seen the trailer that came out, like I think it was back around early fall, I think. It gives one the plot twist away, like sort of the way Batman vs Superman did when I think it was the Jimmy Kimmel trailer came out. It kind of gave away a major plot twist in the end, and that's what this. So if you haven't seen the trailer yet, I wouldn't recommend watching it because it does spoil the ending a little bit. And if you have seen the trailer if you have seen the first one, be telling this would not change anything because you're probably gonna see it coming before it happens. But it's still pretty well executed the way it's done, though. So as a whole, I'll give about 3 out of 5 stars. And the director, I think his name is F something Gutierrez. I can't remember where he's from. I think he's from Latin America somewhere. But I would keep an eye on him. I think he's got. I think this was a good start. This was a good American movie start for him. So I'd be interested to see what else he does. So yeah, that's my review, and that's my first review. So That's I'll see you guys later.